She might see he finally turns.
There's Martin O'Malley jamming with his band, but is the former Maryland governor ready to take a show on the road to the White House?
We've now suffered 12 years in a row of declining wages, thanks to that brand of voodoo economics.
With firebrand Elizabeth Warren on the sidelines, O'Malley is pitching himself to liberals, taking on Wall Street, touting his stands on gay marriage, guns, immigration, and getting some standing O's in Iowa.
Ours is the party of the American dream, and together we will make that dream true again.
He's already been there 5 times. New Hampshire's next, and in South Carolina, a hint of how he might take on Hillary.
Triangulation is not a strategy that will move America forward. History celebrates profiles and courage, not profiles and convenience.
One more claim to fame, O'Malley's time as mayor of Baltimore helped inspire this character on HBO's The Wire.
If that doesn't happen, we're going to lose these neighborhoods and ultimately this city.
I think there is a resemblance there. Governor Martin O'Malley joins us right now. Thank you for joining us, Governor.
Thank you, George.
2 threshold questions for anyone even thinking of running for president. Why are you running? Why are you the best person for the job? What's your answer?
I believe that our country is at a defining moment in our history. The American dream has become something that is no longer true for the 80% of us who are working harder and not getting further ahead. And I have the experience through 15 years of public service as an executive in a big city and also as governor of a state of getting things done, bringing people together to accomplish difficult things in order to give our kids a better future and create a stronger economy.
Sounds like you've honed that down. But back in 2007, you were one of Hillary Clinton's earliest supporters. You were chair of her Maryland campaign. You called her the experienced leader America needs. And you added this. You said that no one is better equipped to repair America's alliances abroad and address the urgent needs of our communities at home. No one is better equipped. Is that still true today?
Well, I certainly believe that for those times that she would be the best choice for us as a country.
For those times?
For those times.
Not now?
I believe that there are new perspectives that are needed in order for us to solve the problems that we face as Americans and also the problems that we face as people on this planet. And I believe that new perspective and new leadership is needed. But more important than that, George, the 2 phrases I'm struck with all over the country are the phrases that people come up and say to me in every state, which is, we need people who know how to get things done, and we need new leadership.
What I'm struck by is it sounds
hearing.
like you just announced for president right here. You said that we need new perspectives, new leadership. You're ready to challenge her, aren't you?
Well, I think that our country always benefits from new leadership and new perspectives. I mean, let's be honest here. The presidency of the United States is not some crown to be passed between 2 families. It is an awesome and sacred trust that to be earned and exercised on behalf of the American people.
Those 2 families, Bush and Clinton?
Well, right now, George, you know, any 2 families. But look, in order for us to make an economy again, where people can work hard and get ahead, we need a president who is on our side, a president who's willing to take on powerful, wealthy special interests in order to restore that sort of American economy where wherever you start on the earning spectrum, you can get ahead through your hard work. That's not the economy we have today. 12 years in a row of wages declining, and it doesn't have to be this way.
And Hillary Clinton's not the candidate to take on those powerful special interests?
Well, I don't know. I don't know where she stands. Will she represent a break with the failed policies of the past? Well, I don't know. What I know for my own part is, in Maryland, we did the things that worked in order to attain the highest median income in the country, in order to create more jobs at a faster rate than our neighbors in Virginia or Pennsylvania. And we also followed policies of inclusion when it comes to marriage equality, the DREAM Act, common sense rights for new Americans like driver's licenses so that they could take care of their families and also reinforce this American dream.
Governor, I have to say you surprised me. I wasn't expecting you to be this direct in taking on former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton this morning. It sounds like you're getting the reception in Iowa that's convinced you that you should go forward with this.
Well, George, you know, it's not about being for or against any other candidate. It is about being for the national interest. We can become a strong country again with a strong economy that works for everyone again, but we have to put national interests ahead of special interests. And right now, it's not even a fair fight. It's as if Wall Street owns one party and is trying to totally intimidate the other party. And we need to stand up and put the national interest first. If we do that, we can restore our economy.
How would you do that as commander-in-chief? What's the #1 national security threat, foreign threat to America right now, and what would you do to fix it?
Well, the #1 threat, the #1 responsibility for the president is to protect the people of the United States of America. Would that there were only one threat. There are always threats, and they're always
What's
evolving.
the most important one? What's the greatest danger?
The greatest danger that we face right now on a consistent basis in terms of man-made threats is nuclear Iran and related to that extremist violence. I don't think you can separate the two. I think they go together. In terms of natural threats, clearly it's climate change, and we have to confront man-made and natural
So
threats.
if it's nuclear Iran, is the answer striking a deal with Iran, as President Obama has said, or not taking the deal that President Obama is searching for, as Prime Minister Netanyahu has argued?
Well, it remains to be seen, doesn't it? I'm hopeful, and in our state, we passed some of the earliest and strongest sanctions against Iranian nuclear development of any state in the Union. The goal was to drive the Iranians to the negotiating table. And I think we should support the president in achieving that negotiated settlement. I mean, when you see 47 members of the Senate writing the letter like they had, it's a sad day for our country. If you hate the president of the United States more than you distrust the Ayatollah, then you probably shouldn't be in the United States Senate.
As I said, Governor, you sure sound like a candidate this morning, but I wonder what you say to the people of Maryland. Polls done back in October, they were asked, would Martin O'Malley make a good president? 70% said no. And this poll back in October had you well back in the pack of Democrats behind Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and Elizabeth Warren. These are the people that know you best.
Well, we had just come off a contentious campaign there, and I think the most important thing, though, is, George, that if you look at the record of accomplishments in Maryland, 5 years in a row, creating the #1 public schools in the country, reducing violent crime to 35-year lows, history is full of times when the inevitable front runner is inevitable right up until he or she is no longer inevitable. And I believe that what people want, especially this year, is someone with proven executive experience, the ability to get things done rather than putting their finger in the wind and looking for popularity, the ability to be honest with people and lay out the choices that we have to make as a free people to build a good economy for our kids.
Well, Governor, the announcement sounds like just a formality now. When should we expect it?
Oh, I don't know. I will make a decision this spring.
Governor O'Malley, thanks for joining us this morning.